Prince Harry will deliver a heartfelt tribute at the funeral of Catherine, the Duchess of Kent, an event already drawing global attention. Scheduled for September 16th at Westminster Cathedral in London, the service will make history as the first Catholic funeral for a senior member of the royal family in modern times. The Duchess passed away on September 4th at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy defined by quiet conviction, service, and faith. The Duchess was married to Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, cousin of Queen Elizabeth II. Over 6 decades of public life, she supported education, music, and community causes, while also breaking with convention. In 1994, she converted to Catholicism, becoming the first senior royal to do so since the 17th century. That decision reflected deep personal belief and brought new meaning to her royal role. Her funeral at Westminster Cathedral, the principal Catholic church in England and Wales, honors that faith. Buckingham Palace confirmed the service will be private, attended by family, close friends, and representatives from charities she supported. Prince Harry's participation is especially notable. Since stepping back from royal duties in January 2020, his relationship with the monarchy has been complex. His life in California with his wife Meghan Markle has meant distance from the daily work of the royal family. Yet his presence at the Duchess's funeral and his decision to speak publicly signal both respect for her life and a willingness to reconnect with family history during a solemn occasion. Royal observers expect his words to emphasize compassion, authenticity, and conviction, qualities he often praises and which the Duchess embodied throughout her life. The funeral arrangements reflect both tradition and change. The Duchess's coffin will rest briefly at Kensington Palace before being taken to Westminster Cathedral on September 15th. A rite of reception will be held before the main Requiem Mass the following day. King Charles, Queen Camilla, the Duke of Kent, and other senior royals are expected to attend. Following the service, the Duchess will be laid to rest at Frogmore in Windsor, a burial site with long royal associations. Flags at royal residences will fly at half-mast as a mark of respect. Although the service will not be broadcast, coverage is expected worldwide. The Duchess of Kent's story makes her funeral more than a formal occasion. Born Catherine Lucy Mary Worsley in 1933, she married the Duke of Kent in 1961, entering a life of royal duty that she redefined in her own way. She was approachable, empathetic, and more interested in personal service than ceremony. In 1996, she stepped back from public duties to teach music in a primary school. Her work in classrooms reflected her belief in supporting children directly, without the formality of royal engagements. Later, she reduced her official role further and requested not to be styled as Her Royal Highness, though she continued attending family events when appropriate. Her Catholic faith also shaped her path. Converting during the mid-90s, she became an example of personal conviction within a family historically tied to the Church of England. Her choice to be buried according to Catholic rites highlights both her personal devotion and the evolving character of the monarchy. In this sense, her funeral represents both a private farewell and a public milestone in the Crown's history. Prince Harry's tribute will be shaped by his unique position. No longer a working royal, he speaks with a freedom that others within the family may not. His tributes in recent years to Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip showed a balance of respect, affection, and honesty. His words at the Duchess's funeral are expected to follow that pattern, honoring her life while offering a personal reflection. Many believe he will highlight her compassion and authenticity, qualities that resonate with his own values. The significance of his speech also lies in its timing. Since leaving royal duties, Harry's relationship with his brother, Prince William, and father, King Charles, has been under strain. Public interviews and memoirs have revealed tension, while occasional family gatherings have provided glimpses of unity. Funerals, by their nature, offer opportunities for reconciliation, even if temporary. Observers note that Harry's presence at the funerals of Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth allowed moments of connection with his family. The Duchess's funeral may provide another such moment, reinforcing the bonds of shared memory. Public tributes to the Duchess since her passing have emphasized her humility and dedication. Charities praised her personal involvement, particularly in education and music. She was not a distant patron, but an active supporter. Remembered for her encouragement and kindness. Students she taught described her as warm and inspiring. These recollections underline the respect she earned both inside and outside the royal family. The decision to hold the service at Westminster Cathedral underscores her unique role. No royal funeral has been held there since the cathedral was built in 1903. The choice highlights her Catholic faith and marks a symbolic step for the monarchy. Historically, Catholics were excluded from succession under the Act of Settlement of 1701. While reforms have since eased such restrictions, the Duchess's faith journey and her funeral service represent the monarchy's ability to evolve with society. For Prince Harry, the event is not only about honoring a respected family member, it also gives him a stage to reaffirm the values he has long championed. Since leaving royal life, he has built a public identity focused on service, mental health, and authenticity. His words at the funeral are expected to reflect those themes, while connecting them to the Duchess's legacy. Analysts suggest he may speak of her quiet strength, her courage in following her faith, and her devotion to causes that mattered to her. Internationally, the funeral will attract significant attention. Prince Harry remains one of the most visible members of the royal family, regardless of his formal role. His words will be widely reported, both for their tribute to the Duchess and for what they suggest about his relationship with the monarchy today. For many around the world, his speech will serve as both a farewell and a statement of values. As September 16th approaches, preparations continue at Westminster Cathedral and Frogmore. The palace has emphasized that the ceremony will respect the Duchess's wishes for dignity and privacy while recognizing her place in history. For the royal family, it is an opportunity to honor a woman who shaped her role with conviction and compassion. For Prince Harry, it is a chance to bridge personal distance with words of remembrance. The Duchess of Kent's life demonstrates how tradition can adapt to individual belief. She combined the responsibilities of a royal title with the choices of personal faith, service, and humility. Her funeral will reflect that journey. Prince Harry's tribute is expected to echo those themes, offering a voice that blends family memory with broader meaning. For those gathered at Westminster Cathedral, and for those following the news worldwide, his words will highlight both the personal loss and the historical moment. Duchess of Kent will be remembered as a woman who lived her role on her own terms, leaving an example of compassion and faith. Prince Harry's presence at her funeral and his words of tribute will stand as a reminder that even within an ancient institution, individuality and sincerity can leave a lasting mark,